Our story begins with a sleepy little Sin that's waken up in the rogue encampment. Once that sleepy Sin gathered his bearings and left the rogue encampment, he was henceforth known as the Downy Kicksin. He wandered the land, following trails, murdering all the local wildlife, and hey, the world was for his taking. He plundered and stole. Downy Kicksin knew new bounds. He even killed all the locals, even when they were attending church. Downy was not efficient in his craft. He still had a lot left to learn. With plenty of dark secrets to uncover in this church, he rises to the occasion and hones his skill. Upon entering the monastery, the Sin felt an odd, warm embrace.
Such corruption in this place.
Delving down into the deepest depth of the monastery, an unholy abomination sitting on top of a throne, they became enraged and started charging at me, spewing poison all over the room. Unprepared to handle the situation, the Sin plays the running game. Firebomb after firebomb, the beast took hit after hit. After a little bit, the unholy abomination and Dariel had fallen. After getting a free ride out east, we're getting ready to plunder dry hills rather than rocky wastes. After jogging alongside a cliffside, Tomb Raider senses start tingling. After cross-combing the halls of the dead, who knows what treasures lie in wait. After going to war with all these bipedal cats in this tomb, we stumble across a box that'll be a huge source of pain in the future. What other bullshittery does this box have in store? After plundering plenty of tombs, 2 pieces of a staff were assembled in the unholy cube. The staff was to be used at this podium to uncover a secret chamber which held another demon, but this one was frosty and gave me the chills. He had murdered my companion, giving me no choice but to give him the ring around the rosy special. Ring around the Dariel, ring around the Dariel, ring around the Dariel, ring around the Dariel. Downy endured this fight for too long. Dariel was pushing him to the brink, but in the end, Downy's fire traps and special technique were too strong for Dariel to face. Once his defeat was echoed, Downy went back and sold the spoils of war. He had talked to Jaren and spoke to Masif, and was sent to the jungle.
Good day.
When leaving the docks, Downy had no direction, just the usual cleansing of demonic tribes and wildlife. Even the spider caves were no match for the flames of the fire traps. Oddly enough, a figurine could be found on Spider Corpse. Even creepier, a chest could be found with someone's eye in it. I guess it's worth holding on to. Dungeon crawling down for 3 floors, we ended up finding a brain in a chest. I wonder how many more parts are hidden in chests around this flared dungeon. 3 body parts. Running through the bazaar, it was bizarre seeing ancient temples, but Downy knows best and went straight to the sewers. That nose can sense good loot, but it turned out to be someone's heart. The fumes of the sewer were throwing off her senses and quickly bugged out. After uncovering an overzealous council, they had a flail that I made use of after clearing the area of unwanted demonic presence. Starts to feel lonely after seeing these teams have more get-togethers in cities than the remaining folks cowering and looking for a hero. After combining organs in the flail, we finally gain access to the Durance of Hate. After looking for an even better challenge, Downy comes across the council one last time, and a primeval boss, Mephisto himself. Downy started the fight with high spirits and determination, ready to pull out his special technique, only to realize that Mephisto was a joke. The only thing to hurt Downy Kicksin was the snowball that he threw half-hearted resolve. As soon as Downy seen his ultimate ability, it was all but over. Mephisto was dusted. As Mephisto faded away, Downy had entered the blood portal and was taken straight to hell, and reached the Pandemonium Fortress. Upon leaving, he seeked out a certain demon named Izuel, or Izzy, once a subordinate of Tyrael, or his lieutenant to be exact. Downy was looking for a challenge. His strength and skills had been improving, but Izzy was exceptionally strong and required Downy to pull out the technique once again. Once Isiel's spirit has left his body, Downey continued to the deepest pits of hell to encounter Diablo himself, the primeval in his lair, Chaos Sanctuary. As the battle began, Faisal's second cousin Faisal charged headfirst to the encounter. This evil foe was promptly removed from the plane of existence. Faisal was not prepared in the slightest and thought he could brute force this demonic being, but Downey had the solution, the tried and true method of running away and let his turrets deal with it. But this was not the end, even with Diablo's defeat. After entering Tyrael's portal in the Pandemonium Sancta, we make it to Harrogith? Harrogith? I don't know this place. Once obtaining Faisal's third cousin Faisal, we traveled across the highlands, bombing our way to the final primeval Baal. But first we had to clear out a plateau, freeing barbarians and causing destruction in our wake. Then we traversed the icy caverns, fighting abominable snowmen, skeletons, and harpies. But in that bloodbath we stumbled across a frozen person in a frozen river. After freeing the frozen lady named Anya, we ignore her completely. After her reward of Allres, we end up at the summit getting ready to enter the Worldstone Keep, but to enter we first must prepare to fight 3 stone statues that turn out to be legendary barbarians. Legend has it, these 3 barbs killed many other travelers attempting to enter the Worldstone Keep, a challenge that Downey is quite equipped to deal with using his legendary technique, said to be hailed from the heavens and only mastered through pansy maneuvers only of running away and letting turrets deal with all your problems. At last, the last boss Korlik had fallen. The Worldstone Keep had been opened. After fighting waves and waves of grotesque monsters all throughout the Worldstone Keep, we had finally entered the Throne of Destruction, where Baal was waiting for us. After taunting us throughout all the other floors, we had finally reached him, but it was not easy to get to him. Death Lords and Furies packed the halls leading up to Baal's throne room, while he lays wait, laughing, like he wasn't bothered that we had made it this far into his domain. After clearing out his Baal's throne room, he started summoning a small pack of imps. Then a wave of greater mummies, wave after wave, slowly summoning. We had wiped out the council again. Venom Lords and Holy Mother of God. Them goddamn 4-armed dinosaurs. They seem to be tougher than anything else in this godforsaken game. After tangoing with those minions of destruction, Downey Kicksin had finally gained enough strength to take on the last primeval Baal. With traps in hand and cheese on the mind, Downey didn't bother to use her legendary technique. Oh no, this time it was different. Feeling the flickering flame from fire traps, Downey had used Faisal's 4th cousin Faisal to be headstrong and tank this evil while being melted from behind by wakes of fire. In the end, it proved to be the most efficient strategy known to man. No longer was Downey weak and relied on cheap tricks. She was now a walking evil that even the primevals feared. With Baal eradicated, Downey Kicksin will be henceforth be known as Destroyer D. Kicksin. As this venture continues, let's do a quick rewind, y'all. That Diablo has died, we gotta really talk about these minions of destructions here, y'all. They're fucking crazy. I've had to restart runs about 4 times now just because they've been all fire immune. Can't kill them with the traps. I got my mercenary over here stabbing them with a goddamn butter knife. These four-armed dinosaurs really ruined my day. Now that Bale has been slain a nightmare, now we can get on to the actual game. Farming in hell is the fucking funnest thing you can ever do in Project Diablo 2. So many choices to choose from. You could do some easy pits, you could do some Indarial farming if you really need it to, or hell, just rush Arcane Sanctuary. A straight to Arcane. Quick rune search, Mouser, hidden Bert is top with a sir. Fucking wasted it, I did, that's for sure. Yes, Destroyer D. Kicksin had many accomplishments. She had conquered the primevals yet again 2 more times, and had gotten the pinnacle of power through the infinity. Legend has it, she had switched to a new skill set, decided to dance with blades of ice, but that legend will be told another time. Many spoils of war from that legend's era have yet to be uncovered, and new legends arise like a new sin being a nuisance, but plain Jane is just insane in the membrane. Before I finish this project off, I just want to say thank you for watching and enduring this cringe. I had fun making this and will wholeheartedly do it again. I don't know how I should write or present the information or a story that I want to tell. This was a rough go around with no real script, lots of rough cuts, but I really wanted to get this done before Resident Evil 9 release so I can take a break, then refresh myself and continue with Jane. Not only the fact that I got a Vial of Light song, that was fucking crazy, that was bonkers, especially from a wooden door in fucking normal. It was just mind-boggling. I didn't even know that it could drop from normal. I've only seen one rare Project Diablo 2 item. It was back in Season 10. I got the black key, but I never really end up using it. Again, I appreciate you watching this video. Stay blasting, y'all. RNG will be in your favor soon.